We're back for our class where we're gonna learn how to use the foliage. Okay, that is the tool inside our engine uh, that is used to distribute vegetation. Okay, uh, also painting like huge areas with vegetations, with trees, distribute rocks, literally paint the terrain with instances of objects. Okay, look, the area where you want to paint is this area here where there's the grass. Okay, it's kind of big, yeah, this area. We're gonna realize that vegetation with looming has a significant impact. Okay, um, in the FPS. Okay, um, the more vegetation, more grass I have, um, more your graphics card is going to have to work to process in real time. Okay, as our project is getting more elaborated with more details and things like that, we're gonna need more features. Okay, because the FPS is gonna get lower. Okay, so then you realize that in some moments, looming has some limitations, when we talk about real time. Okay, it's not cool if you load some things. Okay, but let's go. Let's get this point. Okay, these moments where we're gonna really have things. Okay, how can I use foliage? You go here, you can choose here. Okay, we want foliage. When I select foliage, it changes the menu here for me, and it already brings for me a brush that I'm going to use to paint my terrain. So let's open here, geometries. Let's take grass. I think grass. Geometry. Let me take some grass here. How can I do it? Well, let me take here from the content to drop the foliage here. Okay, let's take these, this one, and this one, and this one. All of this. I click and drag it. Okay, for this space here. After that, it already recognizes the foliage and it enables the brush for me. Okay, I can decrease the size of the brush or I can increase. Okay, using the short keys like the bracket to decrease or the other bracket to increase, or I can do it here. Okay, I can put 50, for example, 25, 250. All right, I can choose the size of the brush. Here, I can choose the density, paint density. Okay, for example, we can put like this and we can paint our terrain. Okay, we are painting our terrain, literally painting, okay, with the brush. You have this amount of geometries here. Okay, these numbers here, like more or less 50 instances of geometries for 0.5 of density. We can increase the density, for example, for 1, and we can paint this, okay, the same area. Look, you see that it's increasing the density. Okay, you see this? Nice. So this second parameter here, I can control the density. All right, my paint density. The third parameter controls when I want to erase this painting. For example, this paint density. All right, we paint it. And now I want to erase. I can use the short key shift on the keyboard, I can hold shift and I can erase, all right, specific areas where my brush is going through. All right, Control plus Z and hold shift and erase this. Nice. Besides controlling the paint density, I can control the erase density. Okay, I can control this as well, where 0 is erasing 100%, and 90 is like, it's like I want to erase 10% only of the geometries in the scene. Okay, zero point 0.9 actually. Shift and I can erase. Look, you can see how it is. It doesn't erase all of this. It erases uh, specific parts here. Okay, so depending on the number that you put here, it's gonna erase more or less. Okay, if I put 0, it's gonna erase everything. Okay, all right, nice. These 3 parameters we already talked about. Now let's select here our foliages, and let's identify some parameters here. Okay, let's see. Let's identify some parameters here. The foliage. When I select all of them, I have adjustments that I can make based on the meshes that I selected. If I just select one, I have the adjustments. So as in details, I can make adjustments for all of them at the same time or in an individual way. Okay, let's do it. Let's make this in an individual way. And actually, let's select all of them, and we're not gonna use an asset in the foliage. When I activate, I'm using all the assets. All right, I'm gonna select just one. It's activated. All right, I'm using this vegetation. I'm not using the other one. I can activate the other one if I want to use. If I want this, I can activate this as well. All right, so remember that if you want to paint your geometry, it has to be marked, checked like this. Okay, if it's not checked, it's not gonna be painted. Okay, if it's checked, it's gonna be painted. All right, nice. When I select my mesh, let's see this one that is checked, and I go to the details, I can adjust some things. For example, the mesh that we are using is this one here. If I go here, it takes me to the mesh. All right, if I select this one, it's gonna take me to the mesh. All right, as in the details. Okay, details panel. Besides selecting the density of my brush, of my painting, that is gonna be very influential, I also can select the density for each mesh specifically. Let's suppose that I want to paint this grass with 100. The other one I want to paint with 300. It's gonna have more meshes. Okay, and then this one that is with 100. This one I want to put like 50. All right, of density. All right, I did this one, I want 1000, like 10 times more. This one I want like 500. This one I want like 5000. What I'm saying here? Well, I'm saying this mesh I want one intensity, the other one another, you know. So besides painting in a global form, global way, adjusting the intensity in a global way, I can also adjust the density in a individual way. Okay, each value for each geometry. So let's paint this to see how it goes. Look at this, we're painting. Look at this, nice. All right, the other ones are unchecked, So it is just painting the ones that are checked. Let's select all of them. All right. Now it's, look at this. Look at this. It's gonna paint a lot. Look at this. You see this? It's painting our scene. Look at the FPS. We lost like half of the original FPS. Okay. Control plus Z. Let's keep trying testing things. All right. We can select all of them or not select. Now as we have multiple values for density, I'm gonna type 100 and it's gonna change for everyone here, all of this. Nice. So let's type 1000 for all of them. Let's see. 1000, let's see. It's very dense. Look. You can see. Very dense. All right, 500 instances for each model. We have 7. So we have like 3,500 in the scene. Control plus Z. Let's decrease. Let's put like 500 for all of them. Look. Now it's a little space with some space and dense as well. I mean, it's less dense than the other one. It's obviously the grass is kind of long, you know. We can decrease the scale of this grass. Okay, look, we have 30 frames per second. So as you decrease the amount of assets, you gain performance. Okay, Control plus Z. All right, Control plus Z. All right, let's think a little bit. All right, so besides controlling the global density, I can control this in an individual way. Besides controlling the individual density, I also can control the space among the meshes, all right, among the distances, all right, of the foliage, for example. What does it mean? Well, let's uncheck this. Let's just check one and let's paint this. Let's paint here. I can, oh, look, inside the swimming pool. All right, let's paint here. Look, I can increase the space, all right, of the instance of the geometry. For example, let's increase for 5,000 to 5,000. All right, look at this. It's very dense. All right. We can paint this. All right, cool. That's cool. Besides, I can also control the space among them. For example, Control plus Z. Look, for example, let's say I want 50 centimeters among the instances. So look, we have the space of 50 centimeters among the instances. And it means that besides controlling the density, unit density, you can control the instances among them. I mean, it doesn't help if you're putting 5,000 there, but if you're putting 50 centimeters, the space here, okay? The radius, all right? It makes sense if you put like 10 centimeters and you can put a density of 1,000, okay? Because that's gonna be better, all right? Let's undo this, Control plus Z, all right? Let's get back to default, all right? Besides this parameter, we can adjust the scale of this geometry. For example, we can choose between these specific options here, okay? Let's say that the minimum mesh is gonna have a size of 0.25. All right, the minimum mesh is gonna be 0.25. The maximum mesh is gonna be 2. All right, 1 would be 100% of the original size. 0.25 is like 25%. Okay, so I have grasses that are from 25% to like 200%. Okay, let's see a mesh from one size, another size. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see? So we can vary the size of this mesh. Let's undo this and let's decrease to 0.75, and let's increase the density to 500. Okay, let's see. Look, different size. Let's put 2500. Look at this. We have some variation. Okay, we have some small meshes with some bigger meshes. Look how cool this is. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep adjusting the parameters. This next parameter here is going to control the height of this geometry. Okay, this instance. For example, 25 centimeters and 50 centimeters in the z-axis. All right, we see some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't help. You know, it is useful to give this sensation, all right? But you can also have this sensation by decreasing the size of the meshes, okay? So we don't need to use this. Control plus Z, Control plus Z. This parameter, if I wanna align the align to normal, all right, that makes sense because we're gonna use the terrain to paint the grass. Okay, so it makes sense to be aligned to normal. And other parameters here that we can adjust and we can improve, all right, as we are distributing the assets, all right, in the scene. Let's put immovable, this vegetations, okay. All right, so let's get started painting our terrain. And actually, we can use another texture instead of a grass texture, okay? We're gonna see this being painted, the area that it's gonna be acting, okay? I'm gonna access the tree pack 3 because we're gonna take the terrain material to paint there and see the grass indeed, okay? And that way we're not gonna get confused, okay? Let's see. Content, okay. All right. Let's get back here. Tree pack 3, materials. Let's take this one. All right, it's compiling the shaders. All right, I think, yeah, that's cool. That's nice so that we can paint here. Look, nice. That's really cool. It's like an earth texture, like a lens texture, you know. It's very useful because we can paint and see what's gonna be painted. Nice. So let's get started. Let's do some adjustments based on what we said so that we can paint our terrain. All right. Let me take the references here. Let me access my desktop. Let's see. References, this one. Look, there are variations on the size. Okay, you see some grasses that are smaller and the other ones are bigger. It's extremely well filled. Okay, that's gonna be a problem with the FPS, but we can solve that. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's gonna be kind of complicated because it's really heavy, you know, but okay, let's create some variation here. Look, the density in 1, the default. Let's say that these two meshes here, I want 500 of density. Oops, let's erase all of them. Okay, let's these two, 500 of density. Okay, it's not that much, so we can put 1500. Look, I think 1500, it's a good value. Yeah, these other ones, I mean these two here, let's say that we want like 500. These other two, we want 250, and the last one we want 1500. So I will have more here, a little less here, a little less here, and a little more here. Okay, this way I can variate. All right, so let's enable all of them, let's check all of them, and let's paint. Okay, so I have more of this, the numbers you can see. Look at this, you see? Nice. Besides, let's decrease the size of all of them. The default value is gonna be 1 and 1. Look, it's very big, like it's huge, the size of the grass. We can decrease this value. For example, let's put 0.5 and 0.5. Let's see. So you see that it is smaller, but as it's smaller, I need more density, to cover all the terrain. Okay, look at this. Correct. Let's see here in the reference. All right. Okay. Let's make an adjustment here. Okay, let's see. Let's put it like this. And now we can paint this here. All right. Foliage. Let's paint. Look. Let's see the size of the grass, if it's good or not for us. Yeah, nice. I think this size grass is kind of small. Yeah, but it's okay. Well, let's vary the size. Okay, for this too, I want that they have the minimum size 0.5, okay, and the maximum 0.75. All right, so 50% of the original size and the other one 75%. All right, these other two, I think they can be like 0.30, 0.3, and 0.4. These other two 0.25 and 0.3. Okay, and the last one, it's more dry. Okay, I'm gonna put 0.15 and 0.25. Maybe it's too small. Let's check that out. So let's increase this a little bit. No, it's okay. This 0.4, 0.5. All right, the last one we can put 0.2 and 0.3. All right, we can now increase the density. I'm gonna put 2500 here. This other one 1500. This one 1000, and this one 500. All right, let's paint this. I think that's gonna be better. The grass, you can see that it's kind of inclined. We're gonna adjust that after in the material. Let's see. Let's paint here and see how it's gonna be. Our grass. Look, I can notice that there are some grasses that are really small. Let's see. These ones, they are too big, but I can notice that there are variations in the size, and that helps to bring more realism, to the scene. Well, let's put 0 in everything here. All right. And let's say that these two, they can be 0.4 and 0.5, 0.3 and 0.5. These two, 0.2 and 0.3. These two, 0.2 and 0.3. And this one here, 0.2 and 0.3. Okay, we can say that these two, 2000, these two, it's okay, 1500. Okay, nice. Let's select everything here. Let's see, let's erase. Okay, let's paint this again. Let's see. They are too small. So we need more density because of this. So Control plus Z, let's increase 0.4 and 0.6, 0.3 and 0.5, 0.3 and 0.5, and 0.3 and 0.5. 2500. Let's see this. Oh, look, it's better. Yeah, it's way better. Nice. Nice. Okay, we can put more. All right. Let's see. 3000 for this. 2000 for this. 1500 for that. Look, now it's getting really cool. Yeah. What we have here, fill variation, size variation as well. Okay, nice. And then you can paint, look, some places that are more, like more dense, another places less dense, you can variate like this, because you're gonna bring the variation, okay, in your grass, and that helps a lot with the realism, because nothing in the nature is symmetrical, I would say. So the challenge is to bring the imperfection in the reality, right? Like a grass more like long, the other one smaller, So yeah, look at this. But you can notice that our FPS, look, it's 27, 28. Let me paint it here. All right, paint there. All right. What makes our FPS gets lower is the amount of shadows that are being processed in real time. Okay. All right, I decreased the size of the brush I'm painting here. Yeah, there are some fails, and it's cool. There are some fails in the grass. It's nice. We can erase with shift. All right, that is the erase. All right, the grass that we don't want here. All right, look at this, how beautiful this is. Nice. Right here. Let me paint it here. Yeah, that's it. Here. So you're gonna notice that if you have a project where you have an area with a lot of grass, like a huge area, like this grass is gonna be like a bad thing for your FPS. That's gonna make your FPS like really lower. All right. So if we select and we delete, it's gonna show that we have over 12,000 instances. We don't want to delete this, okay? 12,000 geometries of grass. just in this little place here, little area. We can try to optimize, all right? Some way we can try to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna paint this a little more. With shift, let's erase this. With shift, you can do this. You know, these grasses that are over the limit here, you know. Okay. After we can make more adjustments here. I'm holding the short key shift, the key of the keyboard. All right, shift. All right. Let's see. Shift here. Okay. Shift here. Nice. Let's paint here. All right. Now let's bring more variation here. Well, let's select all of them. Let's leave it here like 0.8, like 80%. Okay. Or I'm gonna increase the brush. Look, I'm erasing something with the shift. So what we can do? Well, I'm gonna play 0.9, 90%. I'm gonna erase here. Look here. What we can do? Well, we can paint. All right, just with that shade now, so that we can bring a little bit of variation here. Let's paint. I'm painting this again. All right. Let's see. Let me decrease the size of the brush. Okay, let me paint this here. All right. Okay, cool. Let's put 0.4, 0.6. All right. This one, let's bring as well. Let's paint this variation here of our shade. Okay, nice. It's more kind of yellow, the shade. This one as well, let's see. All right, 5,000, let's put 5,000 here. Okay, let's paint this here. All right, it's adding, as you can see, 1,250. Let's see. All right. Nice. Here, you can paint here as well. All right, increase the brush. Let's bring this variation of shade here. You know, it's bringing more like a yellow shade. Yeah, that's it. Let's erase a little bit here with shift. Okay, we are erasing. All right. We are erasing here. Nice. Let's disable here. Oops. Let's see. Let's paint it here. Nice. It's bringing this variation here. All right, this shade variation. Nice. I don't know if it's better. I don't know, but we can leave it like this. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I think for now it's okay. Let's put some things here. Let's select everything. We disable everything. Content geometry, and let's put this little plants here. Select them. Let's put a default size, okay? The density, let's see, 1000. Let's see. It's a lot. So it can be like 100. Let's see. It is still a lot. Let's put 50. Okay. Let's say one is like 75 in the original size and the other one is a little more like bigger. Let's paint this there so that we can see. All right. Here. Let's see. You see? And this way we can paint our terrain. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Here I think we need a little more grass. So let's see. Let's decrease the brush. Oops. Let me uncheck this. Okay. Let's see. These two here. These two as well. Nice. Look how cool it is. Let's exit the foliage a little bit. Let's change to 60%. Select. The FPS, as you can see, it's like 12, 16, 17. The FPS, yeah, it's very low. Yeah, but it's really beautiful. Look at this. And with looming, look, the shadow. Look, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But all right, as the goal of this project is to do an animation, it's okay to lower FPS. We're gonna find a way to increase this. Okay, the FPS. All right, let's do something. No, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it the next class. Okay. Let's. Here it's okay. Yeah, for now. All right. Let's paint here with some of the leaves that fell on the ground, as in the reference. Let's see. That makes sense. Let's trip back to that we brought the geometries. Let me see. This one is more dense. Let's see this one. Let me put it here. Okay. Nice. Let's see. This one, and this one. All right, I'm loading Dan here. I'm opening Dan to load Dan. Okay. This one. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. Look, let's paint now. Okay, as well the leaves. So let's take a look at the reference. All right, and let's paint this here, foliage. We don't want to paint with grass anymore, so we uncheck them. Now let's paint with the little leaves. Okay, I think this one's beautiful. We click and drag it, and let's paint it here. Let's increase the brush. Look, you see, we are painting with the leaf, but we already have a lot of leaves here, so let's decrease the intensity for 25. Like, yeah, it's better. And the scale, I think it can be like 50% of the original size. Oh, it's too small. 75. Let's see. So let's paint this here. Actually, you can select this. You can deselect. All right, paint. We have these options here. All right, let's put here. Let's see. Yeah, Little leaves here. Okay. Let's see. All right, a little bit here. Let me see if it's painting on the ground. Yeah, it is painting on the ground. I think we can put the Z higher. Let's say it's 10 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Let's put 50 centimeters just to test it, okay? Yeah, that's it. Look at this. 50 centimeters is here, so let's put 10 centimeters, okay? That makes sense, right? Look, that's gonna be on the grass, correct? Look, it's gonna stay a little above the grass. Look how beautiful it is. Nice? 0.5, 0.75. Scale 5 centimeters above the grass. 10 centimeters, 7 centimeters, I think it's better. Let's see. Let's put 10. All right, 10 was better. So let's paint this here. More space here. Look at this. Do you remember that in the reference? The more distance from the tree, more space you have. And the closer you are from the tree, the leaves is gonna be more like together. All right, with shift we can remove, and now we can bring variation. Let's see the size. Let's take this here that are more together. 0 and 0, 0.5 and 0.75, 10 and 10. The density, let's see, 25. I think it can be like 75 here. Okay. All right, let's paint this here. That is more dense. It's closer to the tree. So in theory, more leaves are here. Let's bring more. This as well. Really dense. Yeah, these 3 here. What are the size? 250, I think. 0.75 to 1 and 10 centimeters of height. Let's paint this. Let's increase the brush here. Oh my god, I think it's too much, maybe. Let's see. Let's increase the size of the brush. I think it's too much, so let's decrease a little bit, like 0.5. Look, you can notice that you use a lot of parameters here. Okay, let's paint here. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe there are a lot of leaves here, but no, I think it's okay. Let's see. Here, let's see. Look, this is getting really beautiful, right? Look at this. Very cool. Really cool. Nice. And now we can put the leaves like a little lower. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. As you move away, it's getting more like space among them. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see, 0.1. Yeah, like just a little here. Oops. Okay, yeah, that's it. I think now we can even take it a little bit off, erase a little bit with shift, okay? 0.5. If you think it's a lot, Mm, let's see. All right, nice. Uh, we got back here in the selection mode. Look, I think that that's it. Yeah. Uh, After we can improve this slowly, all right. I'm gonna finish this class, so it's not gonna be a long class, okay? And we can uh, get it back in the next class where we're gonna learn how to um, separate by level, okay? Separate the project by levels. So it's gonna be lighter, okay, to work, and that way we're not gonna have everything in one level, okay? Because look, we're losing our FPS, but look how beautiful it is. It's beautiful. There is a little movement, as you can notice, uh, like a wave of the sea. It's on the material. We're gonna see this. That is the work position offset. Okay, we're gonna see this after. And now I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna close this class. Okay, look, this is beautiful. This is getting really beautiful. I'm gonna close this class here, and actually, I'm gonna change the height of the terrain. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. We can optimize even more this grass because it's kind of close. There are some places that are really close, you know. So we can optimize this. We can increase the space among them. Uh, we can decrease the density of the grass, you know. So we can do a lot of things to increase the FPS. All right. So leave it more like less dense. All right. Let me put it here higher. Let's see. Yeah. No, actually, mm, let's put it back because there was a light there and it was kind of bothering the light. So let's turn it off. The sun. Uh, there are lights that I don't even know if that makes sense because I don't think that makes sense anymore. Let's get it back with the sunlight. Okay, so let's close this class here because in the next class we're gonna talk about levels, how we separate by levels. But before I close this class, let me tell you something. As you used the foliage to distribute grass and leaves, you can also use foliage to distribute what you want, what you imagine. Let's suppose here it is a terrain. You can take uh, trees, all right, to foliage, look, foliage, and you can distribute the trees. Okay, let me turn everything off and just turn on the trees. Look, these are trees. And I can distribute the trees. Okay? Look at this. Let's paint the trees. Look, you can paint, you know, and obviously, as in foliage, you can decrease the density uh, one more and the other less, the space among them. All right. So yeah, let's paint this. Look at this. That's cool, right? You can paint this. Look, this is beautiful, and you can make a forest. All right, of dry trees. Look, this is really cool. Nice. That's nice. Mm-hmm. You can make a garden. That's for sure. It's gonna have an impact on the FPS. Okay. Um, Look at this. Nice. Uh, so let's exit the foliage. Let's put 90 here. Let's decrease the quality a little bit. All right, to gain a little bit more FPS. All right, there is a huge impact on the FPS, as you can notice, because there are a lot of geometries here to be processed in real time with looming, shadow, reflections, with all these things happening in real time. It's a lot of things, okay? It's a lot. All right, and with these techniques, um, with the foliage, you can paint grasses, cars, rocks, what you imagine you can paint, okay, with foliage. So I'm gonna finish this class now. Let me just delete the tree. Okay, I'm gonna select this foliage. Let me select the trees and I'm gonna delete them. Okay, yes. All right, we deleted the trees. I'm gonna finish this class here. In the next class, we're gonna talk about levels so that we're gonna be able to separate the level of grass, for example. And then I'm gonna close the project and you're gonna be able to download, okay? I'm gonna leave it for you. So see you into the next class. See you.